Welcome to the Huddles Roundtable, and I'm gonna just start off with our mission statement. Our mission statement reads: to enhance, empower, encourage men to meet their full potential, utilizing their gifts, talents, and abilities to positively impact their community and future generations. We pledge to develop men into their intended roles as fathers, husbands, leaders, teachers, and productive citizens in society. And today with me is Brother Ridge
On.
in the building and everybody's favorite, my man. He comes in with his own theme music, Brother Barry.
What's going on?
All right. Today, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world today. We got mass shootings going on, still going on.
Crazy.
We got the voter suppression laws going on.
Crazier.
Yes, Jim Crow 2021.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, and it's getting out there. It's getting crazier and crazier.
Like we're in a time machine.
And almost like the pandemic taking us back.
Unbelievable. And folks is letting it happen.
And they letting it happen.
Yeah.
And they letting it happen. And brother, I know you, Brother Barry, you got a lot of passion about voter rights.
I've been watching this take place ever since we won them 2 Senate seats in Georgia.
Okay.
That was the catalyst of this whole I guess conservative movement that's taking place now. And Georgia's not the only state. They're the first state that's making this that we seeing it happen. It's like 3/4 of the country is following suit if you're paying attention. New Jersey is one of them.
Are they?
Oh yeah. New Jersey is one of them. Read the legislation. But anyway, they're making it illegal. Matter of fact, Georgia has already made it a law. If your grandma was in a primary line voting in the August heat in Georgia, where it's 93 degrees, and she was in line for 3 or 4 hours, and you took her a bottle of water, you will be breaking the law and can be arrested.
Are you serious?
Governor Kemp signed that into law the other day.
If you bring her any food,
If
or
you bring her
water,
any food or water, you will be breaking the law. If you took her something in line while she's waiting to vote and been standing in line for umpteen hours to wait to vote, you're breaking the law. Now, they're saying this is to prevent voter fraud. I don't understand how bringing your loved one something to eat or drink is connected to voter fraud. But they signed this. They're making it harder for black and brown people to vote, man. I'm trying to tell you.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You no longer can churches take black and brown people on Sundays to vote. That's illegal. And what you call it? They had a saying for it I'm not familiar with, but something from polls to the vote, where the churches would get together and old people didn't have cars and stuff, and they would essentially everybody would carpool the older people to the polls. But you can't do that no more. This is a law. It's against the law.
So is that everywhere?
No, this is Georgia right
Georgia
now.
as of right now.
But my thing is, we have, and this is targeted. They done figured it out against people of color. Specifically, I'm gonna go out and say it, black people. They like you, people of color. But it ain't but people of color out there. We know who it is. But people of color. But anyway, it's targeted against black folks. But
Right.
I would cut past all the bull. But we got companies of money in Georgia that got Tyler Perry. Where you at? Where you at in Atlanta? Oprah Winfrey, where you at?
We need you.
And y'all letting this go through in Georgia. You know what I mean? Where's y'all? Look, I would stop the show. If y'all doing this to my people down there, I would stop the show. Ain't no more money flowing through. Ain't no more Tyler Perry. We ain't watching Medea. You know what I mean? Ain't none of that going there. Y'all letting this happen to my people down there like this? They crazy.
And
Coca-Cola, where you at?
So
If we drinking Pepsi, I'm letting you know. You ain't the only cola out there. We drinking Ray Charles, RC. I'm telling you, where you at? Delta, we will fly TWA. We'll American, where you at? I'm telling you.
This is my thing, right? As a individual person, right? You yourself have more power than any athlete or actor or any. They have a bigger platform, but you as an individual have more power than that. So there's people on the ground who should be organizing, strategizing, and mobilizing their constituents.
Yes.
And screaming
to the
at
top
the
of
top
their
of
lungs.
their lungs.
I'm telling you, because they did this. They did this in one day.
One day.
They did this in one day.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you're familiar, like political junkies, like Tim and I are. But legislation don't usually happen that fast.
No.
It takes weeks to go from the House to
You
the
got
Senate,
read-ins,
back
you
and
got
read.
all- yep.
They did this in one day to make this push through. I'm telling you, they really wanted to put a foot on the throat. Man, they the knee. This is it. I'm telling you. So, and not only this, that they made it so that if they don't like the way an outcome is, they can remove. They can remove I want to get it right, but who's in charge of the election that's in the state? What's the one man's name that was in Georgia? Oh man, I don't want to get the but it's not the Attorney General, but
It's the Secretary of State.
Nah, I don't think it might. Is it a secretary? Anyway, but they can remove that person and appoint a new board of electors that in favor of who they can make it deciding whether they want to accept the election. That's law in Georgia right now.
Right. So it empowers state officials to take over local election boards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in other words, they can overrule the people's choice.
And it limits the use of ballot drop boxes and makes it a crime to approach voters in the line to give them food and water.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And this is law already. This ain't a bill. This is Georgia's law.
Governor signed it and everything.
Yep.
New voter identification requirements for absentee ballots.
It's crazy.
And like you said, that's not the only state. Arizona is another one.
Pennsylvania.
Florida is another one.
Florida.
Texas. Altogether, it's about 45 states.
Pretty much most of the states down south.
Yep.
I can tell you that right
Yeah,
now.
45 states
It's pretty much the whole country.
the whole country.
Yeah, pretty much the whole country.
I told you, Jersey's one of them.
Yeah,
I was looking at it this morning. It's unbelievable.
And
Now, all the states are not going to pass because we have Democratic legislators, but the ones strongly Republican legislators, like the southern states, like Texas and Louisiana, Alabama, they're going to pass.
It's going to pass.
They're going to pass those bills. They're going to pass those bills. Those highly conservative states, just like Georgia, they're going to pass those bills. So be prepared.
yeah, we got to do more.
Be prepared.
But can't they overrule that?
Only thing you can take it to the Supreme Court. You could do that. You know, the people got to cry out. You know, it's a number of things you can do. Joe Biden, he can put a federal thing out there. You know what I mean, and have it approached that way.
I mean, Joe Biden himself said
But
it was.
he's afraid of it. To me, but like Republicans play hardball. And you
Right.
can't come in there sloping. It's like this one. You got to either break the filibuster or not. You can't come tiptoeing around that. Well, man, I don't know. Man.
Not at all.
Man, you got to say we got to do away with the filibuster is Jim Crow. I'm telling you. How you going to say it's Jim Crow and then say, well, we got to think about it? And
Right.
how you thinking about Jim Crow? What the hell is wrong with you?
That don't
It don't
work
even
at all.
mix.
Yeah, it
You
doesn't.
said it's Jim Crow and then you got to think about it? What the hell is you going thinking about Jim Crow? Come on, Joe. You is sleeping. Damn. Damn. You thinking about Jim Crow.
He said he's sleeping.
He said the filibuster is Jim Crow. He said that.
Right.
And then he's got to think about
Think
what
about
he's going to do about it. You got to get rid of it. It ain't nothing to think about.
All the way. Got to.
For people who don't know what Jim Crow laws are, I mean, there were laws that state and local laws that enforce racial segregation in the southern United States. These laws was enacted in the late 1900s and late 19th and early 20th centuries by white Southern Democrat dominated legislatures to disenfranchise and remove political and economic gains made by black people during the Reconstruction period. So
You got to think about it.
the term, one of the term they laid out was separate but equal. This is where all your segregation comes in, so that we are equal, but the races should remain separate. With that, they underfunded facilities used for Black Americans at the time.
Underfunded schools,
They underfunded schools,
housing,
yes,
Everything, pretty much.
jobs.
and the U.S.
So we could just basically take away equal.
basically, right? The U.S. military was segregated. Federal workplaces in 1993 was segregated. In 1954, segregation of public schools was declared unconstitutional by the U.S. Supreme Court.
Mm.
So, and they used to give out a literacy test. You had 10 minutes to answer. In Louisiana, you had 10 minutes to answer 30 questions. And if you got any of those one question wrong, you were disqualified from voting. Yep.
At least that was better than how many bubbles is in a bar of soap. They literally asked black people that. They literally asked how many bubbles is in a bar of soap.
Like, who's really gonna sit there and count that? Like, who's really gonna sit there?
How can you count it? Did you come with a bar of soap?
I'm gonna be honest.
They asked black people that. That's a fact.
I'm gonna be honest with you right now, man. Like now, what I'm like from what I'm hearing and what I'm actually seeing, what is going on is the modern William Lynchburg and Jim Crow laws. Now,
It is dressed up.
It's just all.
My man
back.
also he said he got new clothes on. That's all.
all.
That's the only thing. Got new
That's
clothes
all.
on.
But you know the thing about it, as a people, we are smarter now.
Yeah, we are.
Hopefully,
Some of us are.
yes. Hopefully, we have the ability to disseminate information quicker through social media and everything. And my personal belief is that the woke people, everybody who says they want to see the movement happen, it's time to jump on there and make it happen. No longer can we sit on the sidelines and be, what's the word I want to use? Participants? Not participants.
Complacent.
Complacent is a great word to use.
Guinea pigs. Just say guinea.
I ain't
pigs,
want to say
bro.
guinea pigs. We
just
can't
say-
sit on the sidelines anymore and just watch things happen.
And do nothing.
We
Right.
got to do something. And we got to do it not only for ourselves, but we got to do it for our kids too. And that's the fatherhood component that we swing back into.
Oh, yeah.
You definitely have to do it for the kids, because what are we leaving our future generation?
Earn more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We leaving them under the foot.
No generational wealth.
A bunch of debt, a whole bunch of dumb stuff, like stuff that's
A
just
worse
like-
start than we had.
Then we had, yeah, behind the 8 ball.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
pretty much repeating the
It's worse.
cycle, man.
That's because nobody studies history anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? I believe it or not, I'm not even a really stark advocate of history until my older age, and I start realizing how important it was, and then I start preaching it. But young folks don't realize how important until you start doing the same dumb stuff over again. Like, you didn't realize that's what's going to be the outcome of that? We did the same thing. Like, y'all really don't be paying attention.
So history repeats itself.
Oh, man, God, if that ain't a true statement,
Just like fashion repeats itself.
yeah.
Oh yeah, constantly.
Yeah, you're right. Because retro stuff just comes right back around. That's why I ain't throw out my bell bottoms. I'm getting ready to sell them again. I got my original Johns from the
Like
70s.
these young kids, like these kids.
like Reg in the sneaker game, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The retros, Michael Jordan making the same shoe, that's changing the color.
Yeah,
That's
you're
all
right.
it is.
It
It's
come
just-
right back around.
It's just a repeat, man. I'm
$1
gonna
billion.
tell
$1 billion.
you. Yeah.
You can just forget, man. Just forget.
I don't know why though.
forget.
Why? What are we
So
doing?
the good stuff come back around and the bad stuff come right back around.
right behind it.
Right back around.
Sometimes the good bad stuff come up first.
Come up twice as fast.
You know what? I'm gonna throw this out there. Like, I went to go pick up some sneakers like a few weeks ago, and the Ken everybody knows who Ken Griffey Jr. is.
Mm-hmm.
We all know one of the best major league home run.
Right.
Like
The Griffies.
Like
Griffies.
these young kids today are just so out of date on everything and what's going on. Like the one kid, he's like, "Yeah, I'm just getting these Griffies." He's like, "I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I thought these were Blake Griffins."
What?
I immediately dropped my phone and just was like, "What? Blake Griffin?"
So let me jump in real quick because we got I can't even say anything about that. But I got this new game, right? And I want to play it on the show, right? It's called Culture Tags. This thing is like a Pictionary. I have a great time playing it with my kids and wife. We just had a ball playing this game, and I think it would be a great addition to the show. You know what I mean?
This thing hard to me, man.
It's not that hard.
It's
not
hard
that
to
hard.
me.
It's not that hard. So, I know people can't see what we got here, but
It's like that. You see a license tag with letters and a couple numbers, and you could tell you what it's like that.
it's like that.
And
But
I can't do it.
Yes, you can. It all depends on the person that is delivering the message.
What
The
does
person-
BYOB mean?
Yeah, what is it? Bring your own beer?
Bring your own bottle.
Oh, bottle.
That's about the only one I know.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But listen, you're going to be able to get this one.
All right,
So
that is it.
the letters on this one it's from songs and lyrics.
Okay.
Right?
So you get a hint. You got to give them a
You
hint.
get hints, right?
All right.
The letters on this one is CREAM.
Like cream.
Right.
And it's
So
from songs.
it's a
and
song or lyric.
lyric.
The letters are CREAM. You know the song. You know it.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money.
Dollar
Bill, y'all.
See, that's young man stand, man.
Come on,
My brain was
easy.
stuck, man.
I was
And-
young. I don't even know how to remember that
Listen,
song.
how about this one right here? We got another one, and this is another one. This is words that live by.
Okay.
Right? The letters for this one is OMTIAMT.
That's Method Man, am I right?
No. Words that live by. These are words that live by. You talk about it, and you say when somebody throws something away, and they're like,
On my
no. If you throw something away, and somebody else pick it up.
One man's trash
Just
is
one
another man's treasure.
Boom!
Oh, shit. I got one, y'all. I got,
I was like-
a broke clock is right twice a day. Shit.
You got that right. That's all right. We can edit that out. But
That's crazy, yo.
I'm trying to tell you, this game is crazy. It is fun. You know way more than what you think you do.
You really do. Like, I am liking that now.
I'm telling you.
Like, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, cash rules everything around me. Like, I knew that one. Like,
Yeah, this thing is fun. There's always a.
Now, I knew the one you just put back. Thank God it was Friday.
yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's too easy.
We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more because this is fun. It's kind of addictive. I like doing it. On this one here, it's another one. It's from TV and film. It's from a TV show that we all used to watch, and the letters are YAGNJT. Now it's from a show that we all watched it. It was on. I could probably say it was Martin's show, and this is something they used to say to the guy all the time.
You ain't got
Got
no
no
job,
job.
Tommy.
I just said, you ain't got no job, Tommy. I was going to say, get the step. Get out.
Yeah, this game is
But
great.
I was like, nah.
This game is great. I love this game.
I know you got another one. Pull
I can't keep on pulling that. We got a whole show we got to do. We can do it. Let's do one more. We can do
Just do
one
one more,
more.
man.
I'm
One
trying
more.
to tell you, this show. This.
Yeah, we get money for these people, man. Promote their game.
Yeah. We are definitely in the works.
I want my
with
check,
that.
man.
I want my check too.
Barry at 012 app, Cash App.
I need all that.
Yeah, send it to me, please.
I take food stamps, bitcoins.
Bitcoin. I would definitely take Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah. I'm on that. I'm on to that Bitcoin now.
So this right here is a song and lyric from the greatest rapper of all time.
Lil Wayne.
The greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th.
Oh, Biggie.
So it's from one of his songs that we all know, right? ILYCMBP.
It was all a dream.
No. It's from one of his songs. We all know it. You see it on shirts. It's like one of his biggest songs and one of his biggest lyrics.
Oh man, all I know is it was.
No,
all a
you
dream.
know it when you step in.
I know.
You
I'm
step
trying to.
in. You like, oh
It ain't the weak of the strong. No.
no. Notorious B.I.G. When you step into a room and you be like,
I love it when
You
you
call me Big Pop.
Yeah!
There it is. There it is. I love when you call me Big Pop.
you see how it come out?
Yeah, as soon as you
Step
say
into
that,
the
I
room,
love it when you
boom!
call me.
I love it when you call me Big
Wow.
Papa. I'm trying to say this game is addictive, man. We could probably play it all day. Probably do a whole show on this
All right,
game.
we leave that alone, man.
Yeah, leave that
We get
alone.
stuck on that.
We gonna be in here going at it with that right now.
You know what? I wonder how good you is at it.
Who, me?
Yeah, because you get to see the thing that you waiting on us to come.
I'll tell you right now, I'm probably the wrong person to play against because I own the game
Yeah, you done looked at all the cards.
and I done looked at all the cards.
I don't think he got the first one though.
You like me with Trivial Pursuit. I said,
Right.
I done read every Trivial. I said, there.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
I
waiting
done
on
read
you
the
to play
cards.
me.
Now, I do got a whole pack here that I haven't read yet.
Oh, it's still
That
closed.
would have to be the one that would have to be opened up.
All right, to make
For
it fair.
me,
To make it fair.
for me. You know what I mean? Other than that, I'm a monster at this. I do it with.
Yeah, with your eyes closed. I don't even know that.
You got it.
you only live once. You only live once. Yeah. How you know that? We ain't even put the card up yet.
Don't worry about it. That's what I do. But we do got to make sure that as responsible fathers, that we are doing our due diligence in making sure that the voter rights are protected. People may say, what voter rights have to do with me? I hate politics, but politics isn't everything. If you don't do politics,
Oh, do you?
politics would definitely
Of course, you got to.
They'll come knocking at your door.
yes.
Who is it? Politics.
Politics. Let me in. You say no, I'm coming in anyway.
They're coming in.
Everything
Coming
you
in.
do in your life involves a form of politics.
Yep.
It does. And so that's why it's very, very important.
Wonder
that
why the fire department is just outside your district.
we
Politics.
talk about it.
Politics.
Politics.
Talk about it. Or why the ambulance don't show up on time by your house.
Politics.
Politics.
Or your property values a certain way.
Politics.
Why people can't get houses in certain areas.
Politics.
All that stuff.
Why
has
there ain't
a-
no street lights on your street? Politics.
You got that right. Your school doesn't have the funding that it's supposed to.
Politics. I'm telling you.
It's in
You might
everything.
not see it, but it's in everything.
Everything you
And-
do.
On your local level, it's the most important.
Yes, local levels affect you more than the federal levels. They have immediate impact.
Yep. And you can be the politics.
Yes,
You can be that local politician.
you could.
Get involved.
You can.
Get involved.
Yeah.
It's easier and more enlightened than you might believe. You'll find a whole new realm of things opening up once you just stick your big toe in there.
Yep, and a lot of people
Be
don't know
surprised.
it's the committees.
Yep.
It's the
The school board,
yep.
school committee.
And
Yep.
these things, they are not paid. They're not paid jobs, but they do give you.
Some of them draw pensions.
Yes, they do get you in the arena,
Yep.
and you can see how things work, and you can understand the difference between a resolution and a ordinance on how to make a motion, and all that type of stuff is definitely learned in the small committees in your local area.
But the first thing you do, you have a voice.
Yeah.
You have a voice. You have a say so.
Yeah, and once you start having that say so and start having those conversations, and people start to like you and they start to agree with you, and
Work your way on up. Who
Yeah.
knows? Sky's the limit.
anything can happen, but it takes that first step. It's not the part that people aim too high and miss. It's the part that people aim too low and hit.
Talk
And
about it.
that is the And that's my final words for today.
You can't end on no better note than that. You can't end on no better note
That's
than
how
that.
you end it right
That's
there.
Ain't
my
no
final
better
words
note than that.
today. Listen, the huddle is here to have these type of conversations, and we will continue on having these conversations. And we need you to be a part of this. You can check us out on the huddle at the huddle of South Jersey on Facebook. We do have a website coming out soon. I got a little bit more tinkering to do with it, and then we will be ready to rock and roll and bring that out. We also meet every Tuesday at 321 Casby Street in Salem, New Jersey. A limited amount of people meet there. You can definitely send us a DM on Facebook, and we will definitely reply back to you. But we do need you on the show. We need your voice. Your voice needs to be heard. We will continue on bringing these types of conversations. And please, until next time,